From the newsroom at news.com.au.
We're going to start with sport, and remember that woman that Nick Kyrgios claimed was drunk at the Wimbledon final earlier this year?
Distracting me when I'm serving in a Wimbledon final. Well, there's no other bigger occasion. You didn't believe me, and then she did it again. It nearly cost me the game. Yeah, okay, but why is she still here? Because she's drunk out of her mind in the first row, speaking to me in the middle of the game.
Well, that woman is now suing the Aussie tennis star for defamation. The 32-year-old woman, who was thrown out of the tournament on the day, has released a statement saying that Kyrgios' false allegation was broadcast to and read by millions around the world, causing her and her family substantial damage and distress. Oh dear. In other news, the father of Cassie Sainsbury, aka Cocaine Cassie, has revealed that he hasn't spoken to his daughter in 5 years. You might remember that Cassie spent 3 years in jail in Colombia for trying to smuggle out cocaine, but she's now back in Australia. In a new interview, Cassie's dad said his family's reputation has been trashed as a result of his daughter's actions, and he doesn't plan on seeing or speaking to her anytime soon. Moving on to travel news, if you've been waiting more than 6 weeks for a new passport and still haven't received it, you might want to try this hack. You can ask your local federal MP for help and they can escalate a constituent request. One MP in New South Wales has been averaging at least one passport help request per day and has successfully helped every single person. There you go. Overseas now, in the US, 2 right-wing militia members have been found guilty of plotting to kidnap the governor of Michigan. They targeted the female governor because they were angry about the COVID restrictions that she'd imposed on the state. The 2 men conducted surveillance outside her home and were planning to blow up a nearby bridge as a diversion while they seized the governor. They'll be sentenced at a later date. To royal news, Meghan Markle has revealed that a fire broke out in her son Archie's room during their royal tour of South Africa in 2019. She dropped the bombshell during a new episode of her Spotify podcast, saying Archie's nanny Lauren was looking after her son at the time because her and Harry were at a royal engagement.
She was supposed to put Archie down for his nap, and she just said, you know what, let me just go and get a snack downstairs. And Lauren's from Zimbabwe, and we loved that she would always tie him on her back with a mud cloth. And her instinct was like, let me just bring him with me before I put him down. In that amount of time that she went downstairs, the heater in the nursery caught on fire. He was supposed to be sleeping in there.
Now, after Meghan and Harry checked on Archie, they were then forced to head straight out to another engagement, with the Duchess saying they were told not to publicise the close call at the time. And finally, there's an update on John Farnham's condition. The 73-year-old singer, who was recently diagnosed with cancer, underwent a 12-hour surgery yesterday. His family say he's now been transferred to ICU and is in a stable condition.
Get the latest from news.com.au.